Now, let's look at the question 1 here. We want to find out the value square root of 64. We know 8 squared is 64. Then when we choose the square root from 64, we should get 8. And that's positive. Okay. Question 2. Question 2 here, we have a radical 1 over 49. Choose the square root, that's radical 1 over radical 49. We know 1 squared is 1, so radical 1 is 1. And we also know 7 squared is 49. And then when we go back, we get 7 from radical 49. And that would be our second choice right here. Question 3. Question 3, we have a negative radical 0.04. We know 0.2 squared is 0.04. And then you can see when you go back from 0.04, you actually get 0.2. And there is a negative in front of it, so you put negative. In this case, the last one is our choice. Okay. Question 4. Question 4 is a story problem. Here we have a speed is a function of 2.5 times r. The question says that if the radius of the curvature at the exit ramp is this much, 810 feet. So then we plug in 2.5 times 810. What do we get? We have a calculator here. We want to do 2.5. Turn on the calculator. Okay, great. Now we have a 2.5 times 810. And then we hit the enter. We have a 2025. And then we choose the square root and we hit this arrow up. And then choose 0.5. You hit enter. So it's 45. Okay. So the answer is 45. So here then would be 45 miles per hour, the last one. Question 5. Question 5, we have a radical negative 5 squared. You will not get negative because of what? Negative 5 squared is negative 5 times negative 5. Negative times negative is positive. Okay? And then you choose the square root, you get positive 5. That will be the first choice. All right. Now, let's look at question 6. Question 6. We have a negative, choose the in front of radical sign. 9 times 8, x to the 8th power. Inside the radical sign, we know 9 is 3 squared. X to the 8th is x to the 4th and squared. And we get 3 out because radical 3 squared, 3 can be odd. And we also get x to the 4th out by the same token. And we know that this is the result for this one. And then, actually, this is already positive because any value you plug in here to the 4th is positive. But to be safe, you want to use absolute value. And then finally, we need to deal with negative sign. So you put negative in front of it. And then here the answer will be the last one, the 4th choice. All right. Question 7. Question 7 is cube root of negative 8. We know negative 2 cubed is 3 negatives that times each other. So you get negative. Negative is positive, and then times another negative, we get negative. And then 2 times 2 is 4, times another 2 is 8. So then in this case, you have a negative 2. So the answer would be third one. Now, similarly, for question 8, first you got to handle a cube root of 125. This value you get is negative 5 because again negative 5 cubed is negative 125. But there was a negative in front of it. So you have to put negative here. You then get positive 5. So the answer is 5. Okay? All right. I'll see you next time.